Let's think about the demand for a certain product. Let's say I'm about to release my science fiction book, space whatever, I don't know, the book that I want to release. So I'm going to release some ebook. And we've done some market study, or we just know a price relates to quantity demanded and how quantity demanded relates to price. So a demand schedule, it shows a relationship between price and quantity demanded, all else equal. So we're going to have multiple scenarios here. So this column, let me do my scenarios. This column, let me put my price, and this column, let me put my quantity demanded. So let's call this scenario A. I could price my book at $2. And I'll get a ton of people downloading it at that price. So I will get 60,000 people download my book at that price, my ebook. Scenario B, I could raise the price by $2, so it's now $4, and then that kills off a lot of the demand. Now the quantity demanded goes down to 40,000 people downloading it. Then I can go to scenario C. If I raise by another $2, so now I'm at $6. Now that lowers the quantity demanded to 30,000. I'll do a couple more of these. Scenario D, I raise another $2, so I get to $8 now. Now the quantity demanded goes down to 25,000, and I'll do one more of these. Scenario E, if I raise it to $10, now the quantity demanded, let's just say it is 23,000. So this relationship between this shows the law of demand right over here, and this table that shows how the quantity demanded relates to price and vice versa, this is what we call a demand schedule. Now we can also, based on this demand schedule, draw a demand curve. And so we'll put price in the vertical axis, and we'll put quantity demanded in the horizontal axis. So let's plot the scenarios. So if I were to draw the demand curve, it could look something like this. The demand curve would look something, I'm trying to do my best to draw it as a straight continuous line, could look something like that, and it could keep going on and on. And so these are two ways to show demand. So just going back to what I said earlier, the quantity demanded is all else equal for a given price, how many units people are willing to download or buy of my ebook. When we talk about the demand itself, we're talking about this entire relationship. So this demand itself is this entire demand schedule, or another way to think of it is this entire demand curve. If demand were to change, we would actually have a different curve. This curve would shift, or the entries in this table would shift. If the quantity of demand changes, so we move along this curve when you hold everything else equal and you only change price. So hopefully that makes that clear. When everything else is equal and you're only changing price, you're not changing demand, you're changing the quantity demanded. The demand, because everything else is equal, is this relationship.